All right, why not keep it going? Thanks for watching. Let's see what else is going on in this interview. Funny enough, this is just the freeze where we left off. That smile looks really interesting. Like, she's really clenching her teeth hard. Like, I don't think when you smile it's normal. Like, if you see her jaw muscle sticking out. So that's pretty interesting. And again, his expression, like the just kind of happy but vacant.
There's a lot to do.
And it's an immense change. You're getting a new country out of it. A husband, obviously.
She's delighted. That's genuine
also
delight.
Giving up.
Look at that total delight, right? Like, that was real delight. And but again, notice that later on, the story that she had Harry believing was that she gave up her whole life for him, which was ridiculous. Like, gave up her life to become a princess.
Career.
This is nice. Yes. But I don't see it as giving anything up. I just see it as a change.
Okay.
It's a new challenge. It's a new
chapter.
I saw a
right? And also
comment
keep in
just
mind,
today
I've been
mentioning
working
how
on my show for 7 years.
so many contradictions.
So we were very, very fortunate to be able to have.
Also notice too, she always says my show. It's not her show. And that's not like, it's weird. I'm so used to her saying it, but that's a weird way to say it. Like, not the show, not Suits. That's just a selfish way to say it, I think. It's not her show. She didn't make the show. You know, I can understand once in a while people say, like, oh, the show, my job, my show, kind of. But that she never mentions the name of it or says the. I think it's a little kind of territorial and overstating her
that
role.
Sort of longevity on a series. And for me, once we hit the 100 episode marker, I thought, you know what, I have ticked this box, and I feel really proud of the work I've done there. And now it's time to, as you said, work as a team with you. Yeah.
But do you have that sense of responsibility, Prince Harry, for what you're asking Meghan to do?
Of course.
I feel like right there she was looking at him again, trying to guide what he says, and he looked away kind of quick. I think maybe he wasn't sure what she wanted him to say, because again, at this time she had crazy control over him. Again, I think people talk about the claw, the way she's holding his one hand with her too. If you think about it, that would be physically uncomfortable, right? Like, two hands on your one hand, but non-stop. Like, I'm all for like affection, but literally you're gonna get like hot and sweaty. It's just weird.
That sense of responsibility was essentially
Again, look,
from day one, or
look at her hands.
maybe
like,
a couple of months in, when I suddenly realised, actually, this is, you know, I know that I'm in love with this girl, and I hope that she's in love with me.
Couple
we
days
still had
in.
to sit down on the sofa, and I still had to have some pretty, frank conversations with her to say that, what you're letting yourself in for is, it's a big deal, and it's.
You know what, I'm just going to postulate how he's saying that he sat her down on the sofa to give her some conversations. I know there's interviews where he had like insecurity about his intelligence compared to William, but I still think that he kind of thought that he was more savvy and intelligent than he was, which is normal, I guess, right? Like, most people don't think that they make bad decisions, and I'm guessing maybe because he's a royal, people listen to him, he has status, his word matters. Just that he thought like he could sit her down on the couch and explain things to her and like sort of lead her through something, whereas she just like ate him for breakfast. I will say about Meghan Markle, I know on this channel we criticize her. One thing she's not dumb. I mean, she's not a nice person, but she's pretty smart, especially when it comes to manipulating people, in my opinion. So I think she just kind of ate him up, and he overestimated his ability to judge character and explain things.
It's not easy for anybody, but I know that, at the end of the day, she chooses me and I choose her. And therefore, whatever we have to tackle together or individually will always be us together as a team. So, I think she's capable.
So nicely said, isn't it?
I don't know, but she's capable of anything.
You know what's interesting too? Actually, this dynamic. She keeps saying my show, and how she did work in the past. So everything that she has done before is hers. Now he's saying like everything that he's done before is theirs. Do you notice that huge difference? And that's throughout the entire interview. So all his charity work, everything his family does, he's like, now it's us together. Whatever I have, it's yours now. And her, it's everything that I have is mine, and everything that you have is ours. Huge, huge distinction in the way they speak. And if you go back and look at this whole segment, probably all the segments, you're going to see that.
And together, as I said, there's a hell of a lot
Together.
of stuff and work that needs doing. At the moment, for us, it's going to be making sure that our relationship is always put first. But no, look, both of us have passions for wanting to make change for good, and you know, with lots of young people running around the Commonwealth, that's where we're going to spend most of our time, hopefully.
And it was really one of the first things we connected on. It was one of the first things we started talking about when we met, was just the different things that we wanted to do in the world and how passionate we were about seeing change, I think.
All right, that's total nonsense. You know what I think? Funny right there. Few things just happened. One, where he's saying we're putting the relationship first. That's not necessarily the right answer, and she's never talking about putting the relationship first. Again, him, it's everything in my life doesn't matter that much, but it's now hers as well as mine. It's just as much hers as mine. And our relationship is the most important thing in the world. Then he's again making distinction that his work, they're going to work on it together and whatever. Again, I feel like we've seen this a few times with like famous, successful people where they marry someone who's like, oh, we're going to change the world, and just kind of plays them for a ride and takes credit for using their money or something to do good. Sometimes actually doing good, but taking a lot of credit for it. So I think we have that there. She just kind of pulled that rug over his face. But then again, she's doing that controlling. Like, yeah, that's the first thing we connected on. We connected on whatever, on saving people and helping people. And that was very non-genuine. All right, guys, thanks so much. I'll see you soon, trying to keep up with these videos. It's been